Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa. We just had the most amazing weekend this weekend at our Happy Hour Roadshow in Dallas. I'll tell you all about it on today's show with Mame at 4 o'clock. So be sure to join us on that. But we're about to do some price predictions with SL 369 Crypto and Psychic Brandy. And I'm so excited because today we're going to talk about Litecoin. So be right back. Give us a like and do not share this video just yet because it's for Patreons first. So if you're not already a Patreon member, be sure to check out the links in the description where you can follow SL and or myself and get that information first. Welcome back, SL and Brandy. I know last week we had a little bit of technical difficulty, so I've got my phone at the ready. SL gave some great advice, so we'll be ready to jump in with that if we have any problems. And SL, where do you want to start this week?
Yeah, so I'm really excited to have you guys on today, and I saw the list that Brandy text to us, and all the coin that my members has been going crazy about, including myself. So any coin that Brandy want to talk to us, I'm fine with it. And we'll cover them all, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Brandy,
hello.
Would you lead us off?
Thank you. Yeah, I have quite a bit of a list, so I'm just going to go through them all quickly. And then SL, if you have questions or want to kind of double check what I'm saying, please feel free, because my guides went a little jumpy. So just a heads up. Okay, very quickly, XYO, just keep going. Litecoin, lots of smiley faces, very positive, very upbeat energy. They quite like that coin right now. Same with Saitama. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Same thing. Not as jumpy, happy, excited as Litecoin, but still lots of smileys behind that one. American Shiba, they're ho-hum. Not as big a fan as that one as they are with Shiba. Moon token, they just don't like. Bitcoin Black, they're saying November looks better. I may say this one wrong. Shibarium.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Was that for the launch on Bitcoin Black that you were asking specifically?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Can we spend a couple of minutes on Bitcoin Black, Brandy?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so right now...
Do you have a specific question?
Yes. So right now the developers are not communicating with some of the team leaders. They've been quiet for a few months. So the community is very curious what's going on with the developers.
So my guides are showing me like people conversing. They are cloaked. They're not wanting to talk. October, they just keep showing it like very cloudy. And then sunshine when I ask about November. So more information will still come, but closer to Halloween for this one. I don't see much happening before Halloween around this one.
Oh, yes. When I asked about Bitcoin Black, my spirit guide has been very quiet about them as well. And the community is, when a team is not responding, people immediately feel that, oh, this project is a scam. You know, they take our money and run away. I haven't got information. I'm not nervous about them. What do you think about that?
For some reason, sorry. So, okay. They had me write out the number 12 under Bitcoin Black. I'm just trying to ask why the 12, where the 12 fits. I hear 12 weeks.
Okay.
So that's like 3 months. That's 3 months. Yeah. Yeah, I just keep getting more information will come out. They give me 12 to 20 weeks is when things will, they're having me jump my pen on my paper. So basically 12 to 20 weeks is when this particular actioning, but communication coming.
So let's call her.
Yeah. Should I call her or let her jump back in? She'll
You can
probably
call
try
her.
to reconnect. There she is. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear us okay, Brandy?
Okay, now I can. I'm sorry, it like just bumped me
and
out.
I can hear you okay. That's okay. We can hear you okay.
Okay.
So you were saying 12 and it was bouncing your pen about Bitcoin Black.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, so 12 to Bitcoin Black, 12 to 20 weeks is what they're giving me for a time frame to actually see some movement with this coin. Did we bump up?
Estelle, do you have any other questions about that?
No, for now. Thank you.
Okay.
So the other coin, let me see. Sorry, I stopped your flow. Brandy. Is Brandy still there?
Yeah, she's there. I really wanted to go back to Litecoin. So there's a lot going on with Litecoin right now. They're getting ready to launch MWeb or Mimblewimble, which is a privacy feature, which will be an option.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brandy said that she got booed out.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you have to call her.
So even though she's on there?
Yeah.
She's out? Okay. All right, we'll call her. Wow. Okay. So strange.
Yeah, her internet is just like not strong where she is.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. All right, let me change. Hi, Brandy, can you hear us?
I can. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're going to figure this out. Let's see here. Who needs to okay. Moving on. Sorry. Okay, let's check this out. We were talking about, I wanted to talk about, I don't know if you heard, because I'm not sure when it kicked you off or dropped your connection, but I wanted to go back to Litecoin and talk about the development that's going on. They're working on or getting ready to release what's called MWeb or Mimblewimble, which is a privacy feature where you can send transactions privately through blockchain. And then it's also coming up, it's Litecoin's 10th birthday in October. And it's also, they're also just announced Omni Lite, which is their option for smart contracts or NFTs. They also just launched a gaming platform. So there's a lot of development and things happening with Litecoin. And I just wondered if you see the price running or that affecting the price before the end of the year.
What's the price at right now?
Ooh, can somebody in the chat tell me, or let me pull up on CoinGecko real quick.
It's 149.
Sorry.
That's
The reason
okay.
why I'm asking is because they're showing me a number, so I just kind of want to see what we're getting.
Yeah.
It's $149,
Sorry, I've got
Brandy.
like my phone sitting over here, so my stuff's in the way.
So they are showing me like business suits, a lot of, I hear the word negotiating and mingling.
Okay.
I hear laughing, I hear high-fiving. People are quite happy with the holy moly. I hear lots of exchange and it's very positive. Like, I don't feel anything negative around this one. There's nothing cloudy, nothing negative, doesn't feel sneaky, it's above board. Lots of smiles, like lots of smiling and laughing. And when I say smiling, I mean like people are like belly laughing and chuckling and teeth showing. Yeah.
So it's $150 and 29 cents right now today. What number were they showing you?
They were giving me 14. So.
Interesting.
1,400, maybe.
Okay, 14 days.
14 days.
14 days. What's happening in 14 days? Something about 14 days and a big boom.
Oh, it's probably, that may be their birthday. Because
Okay.
it's in October. I'm not sure what day exactly. So maybe that's when it kicks off.
Yeah. They say 14 days, big boom, and again, lots of smiles. They had me star around this one. There's something about this particular coin that people are very trusting behind it. Like I just keep hearing very trusting, and then they give me a picture of somebody opening like a can of cashew nuts, and like I hear the popping sound of the lid. So like it's very open. Cashew nuts are usually more expensive than things like peanuts, so it's a solid coin. Like that's what they keep. It's very hardy. Like they're comparing it a lot to soups and nuts. Like you're gonna get what you put in for this one.
That's very nice.
That is good to know. Well, they say Litecoin is the right coin, so.
There you go. If it rhymes, it must be good. I made that rhyme, that's right.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Okay. Are we just continuing down the list?
Yeah, we can continue down the list.
Okay. So the next one that I wrote down, I'm sure I'll say this wrong, but ORION blockchain. The question around that was about their launch, and all my guys are giving me at the moment, they're not a fan. They compare it to the brain and an aneurysm.
Oh.
Like, not good.
That sounds
So
terrible.
I'm not sure what's happening with that one.
Can you elaborate on that? Not a fan because
Do either of you need me to add on to that one, or do I just keep going?
I'm not familiar with that coin. SL, do you have anything for Shibarium?
Shibarium is a Shiba blockchain. So they want to create their own
Wait, did we
blockchain.
lose SL too?
Right here.
SL, we can't hear you. Yes, I'm looking in the chat.
I can hear you okay. Can you hear me?
Hold on, she's messaging me in the private chat, you guys. I'm not sure why I can't hear. She's saying she can't hear me.
Oh no. Oh no.
What? Oh, she can hear me. Okay. Why can you not hear me? I don't know. My mic is on. What is going on? Okay, hold on. Let me see.
They really don't like this coin.
Okay.
How about now? Can you hear me?
What in the heck? I'm going to add a call and bring SL on the phone too.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I don't think it's your fault. I do not know. I've never had this much difficulty on a
Hey, Lisa.
okay. I'm gonna merge calls. Okay, I have you both on here. Oh, why is it repeating like that though? Oh my gosh. There. Okay, it stopped. But now SL's not on there, I don't think. What in the world? She hung up. So when SL was on, it was like repeating.
Yeah.
That is so bizarre. Okay, SL is going to try to log back on.
Okay.
Isn't this weird?
I would like to say it's weird, but I've had experiences where technology or things stop around me.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't want to talk about it, or they're trying to bring through a very interesting message. So I'm just kind of relaxing and listening to
Okay.
what they're doing.
I guess, yeah. So hopefully SL can jump back on here and we can hear her.
Yeah,
But
that would be good.
so she just
But
tried.
it does clear up some stuff around.
Hey there.
The coins.
Okay, I can hear her this time.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Much better, much better. That was so strange.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, so SL, do you have anything to add about Shibarium?
Okay, Shibarium is Shiba, belong to Shiba. Shiba
Oh.
wants to create their own blockchain. So I'm really, the community and my group really want to know a little bit more detail about why your spirit guide is not a fan. If you can elaborate on a little bit, if you have the detail.
So any other detail about Shibarium?
Yes.
Oh dear. This is when I'm like, the guys are cheeky. So that's part of why we were having the technical difficulties at that time. And I've got a big X under it now. They do not like that one. I don't know what the deal is around it. It makes sense to me now why they compared it to an aneurysm, because all Lisa and I could hear when we tried to get you back in SL was this horrible shrieking sound.
That's terrible.
And it was hard on the ears, and like they just keep showing it like a burst, like a brain bursting. So whatever is happening here, my guys very much do not like. They don't want to talk about it. They're crossing their arms, and they keep having me draw an X over and over again. So they do not like this coin.
Oh, it's not a coin. It's part of Shiba blockchain. So they want to So right now, basically, SHIB is sitting on a platform called Ethereum. They want to have their own blockchain so they can move their technology over their own platform, basically.
Mm. Oh dear. I just hear too big for their britches.
It's because they
And then
not.
they're showing me-
Sorry, can you repeat that? I interrupt you.
Sorry, say that again?
Can you repeat what you just said, the last sentence?
I'm repeating the last thing.
She said what Brandy said was she said I'm hearing they're too big for their britches is what Brandy said.
Thank you. I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Um,
Am I okay to keep going and moving on?
Yes, let's move on.
Okay. Sorry. So the next one that I have is it Doge? DOGE?
yes.
Thank you. So in terms of the big run-up, they're comparing it to the game Dodgeball and getting hit in the face. So, and then they're shouting surprise and people jumping out. What's the dealio with this one? There will be a big jump. There will be a big jump and a big drop. And whenever the big jump is, and I'll ask in a sec, but whenever the big jump is to the big drop, 2 to 4 days max. So it's a quick turnaround with this one.
Is that a 4 days or 40 days?
4.
4 days. So the quick jump is that you're saying that it go up and then a drop within 4 days. Can you elaborate on that? I'm not clear on that.
Like if there was a jump on, as an example, what they're giving me is if you see it go up on October 2nd, by October 6th, it's coming back down.
Okay, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it sorry, go on.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was going to, you go first.
No, it's not that important. Go ahead.
Okay. So they kind of lumped that coin, persistent, and near protocol. I don't know why, but together because of the way they had me draw a symbol beside the three of them. So there's something about when DOGE, Dodge, goes up, persistent will stay steady. Persistent's a good one if you're looking at long term, like about a year. So if you can leave your coin in, then that one seems to be pretty steady and balanced. Not a lot of ups and downs. But when it comes to near protocol, if it's not already floundering, like if you're not noticing a bunch of ups and downs with it yet, it will happen. But this one, they're comparing it to somebody swimming. I'm just asking them, sorry about that. Okay, near protocol will have a steady incline. Then it will come down around January, February is what they're giving me. But by mid-March of 2022, there will be a slow turnaround going back up. So again, near protocol goes up, comes back down around January, February, and then a slow incline back up March 20 of 22. That's what they're giving me for that one. Do you have any questions on any of those three?
No, I agree with you perfectly. So earlier when you were talking about Doge, a jump and then it drops. Normally Doge jump because Elon Musk, he tweet and then get the community excited, or else there's some kind of, I don't know, promotions or campaign on Twitter, and then the millennial get in and, you know, I think Doge right now is listing on Robinhood as well. So anyway, when, and even including if someone do a video on TikTok and get the community rile up, and people just buy on hype and FOMO, and then, you know, when it go sky high and then it drop because people take profit. So that's the reason.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, I agree with your prediction on persistent and knee protocol. It's very accurate.
Sorry, I saw you're cutting in and out on my end.
Oh, I said your persistent and knee protocol is very accurate predictions.
Nope.
Lisa, can you repeat it for her?
She's saying that your predictions are accurate on those.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just
what's
hard.
going on here.
Yeah, I think it's hard with where the speakers are and for you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. I like definitely with dogs. They're literally comparing it to the game Dodgeball and getting smacked in the face. So it's an interesting one. The next two that I'm looking at are Wink and Orion. When it comes to Wink, they just literally keep showing me somebody doing a very silly wink at me and kind of giggling, like, I've got a secret for you, and had me write the word cheeky. So they're comparing it to like a little bird trying to fly off the ground, and they're getting there, but they're not completely in flight yet. Like, it's like they fly up an inch or two, and then they get, you know, they're unsure, so they come back down to the ground, and then they try again, and they get a little bit higher than last time, and then they come back down. So it's kind of like an up and then a down, an up and then a down, and it's not huge ups and downs. It's very small, but the higher, for it to go higher would be April.
April next year?
So April 2022.
Okay. That's a while.
There's something about this one where there's somebody's got their eyes on this one. Like, they're literally having me draw two really big eyes and comparing it to an owl. So there's somebody important who watches this one late at night. And I have no idea who this is, but they very much have their eyes on this.
Probably some whales.
So
It's interesting that she said owl, because that makes me think of like Illuminati. So, you know, deep staters.
yeah, I just honestly, I have cheeky, secret, the two big owl eyes in April 2022. So it's like somebody sitting behind their computer watching this and kind of giggling to themselves because they know something that the public doesn't. I don't see it as like overly negative because of the word cheeky next to it. It's more like they're having fun. They're to them it's a game though. So yeah, not quite sure what to make of that one. When it comes to Orion, they compare that one to constellations and big spreads between their ups and their downs. So this one seems to be steady for a while, goes up, stays steady, comes down. And then for some reason, there's a big turn. So what they're showing me is a straight line, then an arrow goes up sideways. So straight line, arrow comes down sideways, and then immediately an arrow goes up sideways. So there's It stays, it goes up, it stays, it comes down, and then it turns sharply up. So there's 3 arrows in total here. And this would be a 3 to 4 months for this one. So we're looking at October to, they're saying January for Orion. Notice it going up and down and up again, end of January.
That makes sense.
Okay. So then the next one I have is Cardano. They talk about cardio. Somebody running on a treadmill and sweating profusely. Not really going anywhere at the moment. I'm just asking if they can give me more details on that one. Okay, I'd like to give more. They're making me shrug. And when I apologize for the but it's because they've taken over my mouth. So what are they doing? Yeah, I'm sorry. With Cardano, they're not huge fans of it right now because they're having me shake my head no. They keep showing me the sweaty person, and they're literally running on a cardio like treadmill machine, watching TV. They're not actually going anywhere. Like they're not outside running. They're just running in place. So there's something about a W with that one. But anyway, so that's Cardano. The last 2 that I've got right now are Phantom and eCash. When it comes to Phantom, you compare it to the Phantom of the Opera and the mask, so half the face is covered. Somebody singing. What else do we have with this one? This one, they're making me smile and kind of want to be giggly. So I do see this one as positive right now. Not as happy and up as Litecoin and Saitama. This would be number 3. So if we were doing like our top 3s today would be, I can do this on my own paper, would be Litecoin, Saitama, and Phantom are your top 3 I would see for today, for this week. What else can they give me about Phantom? They're having me tap my pen, so I'm just trying to figure out what they're trying to come through with. Because they just literally keep showing me somebody dressed up as like Phantom of the Opera in the white mask. There's something pure about this one. And the number 3 came up. What's the 3?
SL, what's the
Okay,
sorry, what's the call for or the for Phantom? What's the I'll look it up on CoinGecko.
FTM. F like Frank. FTM.
Maybe the 3 correlates with that. So Phantom right now is 1.30. It's $1.30. Brandy, does that sound
they're
familiar?
having me put the dot behind the 3.
Okay.
All they're showing me is 3, and then it's a period behind it.
Oh, so that's like $3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think my senior guy told me to pick this up, and they got predictions at $28.
The $3 does fit. They seem okay with that one. For anybody out there, they're basically saying, and I'm sorry to put it this way, but they're making me circle it. So anybody that's got Cardano, if you want to, I would swap it to Phantom. Yep. And I'm just asking with Phantom if they can give me some sort of like timeline to look at. They're most concerned with Phantom between November of 2021 to April of 2022, and they're talking about April 6th. I'm not sure what that means just yet, but that's the timeline they're giving. April 6th and 9th, of 2022, for whatever reason, will be important for Phantom. And then they're talking about crowds and audience. So I see this stock getting more and more popular over the next few months. And then just to finish out the list, and we can go back on things if need be, but the last one that grabbed my attention this week is eCash. They literally had me write easy cash, no think again. And they compare this one to dirty money.
Oh.
Telling you what they're giving me.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
Don't
They're not a fan. So of
Yeah.
course, so like I said, the top three they're looking at for this week are Litecoin, Saitama, and Phantom. They don't really care for eCash or Cardano. They're cool with Link and Orion. Persistent is good if you're looking at long term. Shibarium blockchain, not a fan. That's the aneurysm one. Bitcoin Black, November looks better. Moon token, they don't really have much attention to. They just make me shrug and say next. So that is the wrap of my list and what my guide absolutely wanted me to share, but you guys are welcome to ask questions.
Yeah. So, Brandy, can you talk about MetaMoon?
Sure. MetaMoon, they're comparing it to a gut punch. And I'm just asking, they're literally showing somebody who's been gut punched and they can't, they're bent over trying to gain some more air. Ooh, this one's not very friendly. As I said that, they're showing a bully would come up, and as somebody's bent over trying to gasp for air, a bully comes up and kicks sand in front of them, so now the person's choking on sandy air. Well, that's fun. What the hell? I feel like with MetaMoon, people are going to forget about it. It's like this particular coin or stock needs to regain its strength, its footing. The scales are tipped. It's not on balance right now. December. They just keep saying give it 3 months in December. End of December. So something will change. They just show me a black screen when I say December, so I'm not sure because I haven't been shown a black screen before, so I don't know in terms of this what they mean by a black screen.
But you and I look at this,
That's what you're saying.
Brandy. So you and I look at this. Can you hear me okay?
I'm so sorry, you're cutting out. Lisa, can you say it?
Go ahead, SL, and I'll translate.
Yeah, I think you and I, yeah, it's okay. You and I look at this last month, and when I tune in, I pick up that sort of flat line on the ground, the project not moving. So that's what I share with my group, and some of my members sold the coin. I don't have the coin as well. So, but then some people think that there's a chance that this coin will survive. I think because this coin is a Chinese coin, maybe they're located in China or something, and so they are going through some difficulty. Some people are thinking that there's a chance that this coin will revive. So maybe the black screen is right now.
Were you able to hear that?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so they're hugely pausing on this one because they just keep showing me the black screen. So what I'm getting from it and from what you were saying, thank you, SL, was it's possible for it to come back into play. But it's like they're comparing it to sports now, where somebody has to go through the lineup and then call them back in. So if the question is this coin completely done and out? No. But will it take some time for it to come back in? Yes. It will take. It will take until not before end of December. So basically, if you are able to make a profit now from it in any way, then I would say take what you can. If you're able to leave it and hold and see what happens, and hopefully closer to December, that black screen lightens up for me, and I might be able to figure that out a bit more closer to then. But for now, it's like they're going into hibernation. That's how they're comparing it. Like, it's going quiet right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for that. So the audience have a couple questions I can ask. So Saitama, right now, the projects have a couple of things lining up. I think there's something going on in November. In the team said that they are thinking or planning to list the exchange on 10 different top exchange. Do you see that will happen this year or next year?
Next year. Before March.
She said before March. Were you guys able to hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
They're comparing this one to like literally a talk show. But like the host is very smiley. What is like all the smiles? Like, why are we so smiley? Some of them were extremely happy and smiling, and some they harumphed at me. So cool. Okay, more and more people are going to be looking at Saitama in the new year for sure. And then they're showing, so again, they're comparing this one to a talk show, and closer to March, like mid-February for sure. It's like the audience in this talk show gets more involved. So I don't know if it just seems like there's more involvement, more hype around this. There's more backing behind this. And when I say backing, I mean money. Like, there's more money that gets put into this one.
Very cool.
So is there a celebrity behind this one? Like, what's the dealio? And when I say celebrity, I mean more like a Hollywood celebrity. Like, that's what they're kind of comparing this to. So I never know much about these when I do this, because I just want the guys to come through with what they need to. So this is an interesting one, though.
Yeah, this one has a group of team from all sort of background. I think one of them is YouTuber, and they have other members. I don't know like biography by memory, but they are pretty well connected. They have been working really hard to promote. And this coin is a meme coin. It's similar to like SHIB, but they said no. So the team said that we tie up the losing money and being the project rug pull. Basically, the projects didn't work out, and they tie up those stuff. So in a way, so they got together to launch Saitama to help people generate profits, so they can also benefit as well. So that was the original goal. That's the goal. And what people put on the website, sometimes we have to use discernment. So That's why we want to know of your guys' prediction. But so far, they're doing well.
Good. They like this stock. Like it's clean. It's what are they talking about? Like the words they're giving me is clean. It's wholesome. Something about smells like oranges. It's very calm. This is like a hot bath. Like they like this one.
That's awesome.
Very interesting. So I like the energy with this one. I mean, it feels lovely to me. How's that? Okay. Yeah. So, you know, Saitama is a talk show / hot bath with oranges.
So, Lisa, do you want to ask some of the question from YouTube, or else I have a couple questions I want to ask Brandy? Whatever you want to do is fine.
I'm good. I wanted to focus on Litecoin, so I got my questions answered. So I'm good.
Okay. I know what the numbers one.
Well, and I know we'd already talked about theta last week, and then so we're good.
Okay.
I know we're
So
time.
the audience on YouTube want to know, in terms of the market, is there any corrections or downturn coming up? We see right now is we're coming up in October. So if you can talk a little bit about this month or the rest of the year, whatever you want to provide is fine, Brandy.
Like an in general overall market view.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. I'm literally just writing down. Wow. Okay, so I went to write down market October, November, December, and they went from October, November to March. So they're hopping right from November to March. Let's back that up. So March looks like it will be very, very good in general for the market for 2022. Okay, now we're backing this up. October looks good. November, no. Okay, so just so you know what I'm putting, I've got October has a check mark, so it's looking good. But they have a question. What are we talking here? End of November? Really? Okay. October overall, still good. End of November, overall, no. They're giving me an X. December, it's like certain stocks that start to go down in November will continue going down in December. So they're literally giving me 50-50. They have me drawing an X and then a check mark. And I ask again, and they do an X and then a check mark. Just check mark to me means good, positive, X, no go. So October, good. November, not so hot. December is 50-50 because certain stocks are going to start coming back in or up. But March of 2022 is what they're jumping to. So I don't know why they have to jump so far. I'm just asking what else they can give in general terms. Basically, what they're giving me is anybody that has a stock that's, and of course, these are my guys and they hop around, but I mean, they'll have to decide for themselves what works for them. So please do that. But if a person feels very strongly for themselves that their stock is still good, then to hold on to it. There is a possibility in November, though, that some stuff is going to shake up because they're showing me an earthquake and they're showing me some people running around a little bit upset and almost like just they're giving me the words up in arms. So in November, something's going to come to light that people won't be too impressed with. So do I see certain stocks taking a bit of a dive?
And when
November?
you're, just to be clear, I'm sorry to interrupt you, just to be clear, when you're saying stocks,
okay.
we're talking
Sorry,
about cryptos, right? Are you talking about, are you talking about all financial markets? Or are we focusing on crypto?
Sorry,
No, it's okay.
Crypto.
I just wanted to be clear.
That's my word for it. No.
Okay.
No, I appreciate that. That's just what they call it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, when I ask, I mean crypto.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, no, totally fair. It's more, I'm trying to figure out how to say this without causing panic because I can hear stuff in my head. So essentially what they're saying is anybody that has put money into their crypto stock and is able to keep it in there, then do so, because next year things start to look up. If people are needing to cash out for whatever personal reason at any little bit that they can, then they should probably do so before the end of November.
Okay.
In general terms. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we've heard
Okay.
from several different people that they're looking towards, actually, isn't it November 19th? If we've heard from multiple people that there would be some kind of crash across all markets.
Yeah, the November 19th of June.
Yeah. So, and I think Michelle said November 19th also, but I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Michelle too.
I would agree.
Wasn't it Michelle? What was that other lady's
No,
name?
no, not Michelle.
I would agree with that. They had me write down November 19th/20th. So it would be like one of those things on one side of the world, it's
Okay.
the evening of the 19th type thing, and on the other side, it's the morning of the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are going to bed upset, others are waking up upset.
So we have a few days left in September. The audience want to know, is there any like downturn on the last day of September, like September 30, September 29? What do you see for September 29 and September 30 in terms of the market movement?
So what they're giving me for like September 29th and 30th is literally a cowboy town and a tumbleweed going through the town. Like nothing's happening. It's all quiet. So do I see any big jumps at the end of this month?
Downward movement.
No, I feel like things are fairly quiet for this week. There's definitely going to be some shifts starting in October, but the major flips and things going a little haywire with energies will be in November. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does that help answer the question?
That helps. So the audience want to know price prediction for Bitcoin for this month. I don't know if your spirit guide can answer that.
I'm so sorry. What am I answering?
The price prediction for Bitcoin for this month. We have 4 days left in this month, I guess.
Oh.
It looks like.
We're
Do
looking
you
at
have a price prediction for Bitcoin specifically by the end of the month?
So, for example, right now, like $43,000, Bitcoin is at $43,000, and there's also the predictions from me, from everyone. We have prediction from between $39,000 to 37 to like low 30, like all over the place. So the audience want to know how low Bitcoin will go down if there is one, if the market's going down.
What they're giving me for Bitcoin for September, they just keep showing me the number 4 over and over and over, the number 4. And then an arrow going down. Okay, over the next 4 days, Bitcoin is going to go down. They're showing me the calendar. So that I can give you. Number wise though, they're saying 2 pennies. Why would they say 2 pennies? That seems, is that not a lot? Does that make sense? I'm not even sure now. They just keep saying, they show me the end of the calendar over the 4 days, last 4 days September, and they show an arrow down, and then they just say 2 pennies.
What would 2 pennies represent?
Yeah, it's interesting.
I know.
2%, somebody says in the chat, maybe. That's interesting.
It
Or
could
that's
be. Like,
just
they're
their 2
comparing-
cents. That's a good point, maybe.
Oh, it could be their 2 cents. Like, they're just showing somebody rubbing like 2 pennies together. But when I'm asking them, like, is this a lot that you're talking about? And they're like, no. So I'm like, okay.
Right now it's $43,000. It will go down, not a lot, which means that the price would not go down too much. Is that what they're trying to say?
Okay, I know what they're doing. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I'm like, seriously, guys? They're comparing it to like, no, it won't be much. It's kind of one of those things when when you pay at the till or whatever and you've got extra change to put in the tip jar. 2 cents really is nothing. I don't know why pennies don't exist in Canada anymore. But anyways, that's what they're comparing it to. It's like, it's a rounding the number. Like, if it's, just as an example, if it was at $1, it's only going to be 0.97 cents or 0.98 cents. So yes, it goes down, but very, very minimal.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good information. Good
Sorry,
information.
that took a minute to figure out.
No, that's okay. We appreciate you hanging in there and working it out with us.
From the number?
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead, SL. Go ahead, SL.
Yeah. So I have one member she from Australia. She said that her country is looking at having everyone vaccinated, but she trying to leave her country and either go to America. And this is what she wrote on November 19. In order for people to allow entry into US, they need to be vaccinated. She wants to know how long this thing will be going on, and is every country will ask their citizen to get vaxxed. So I know this is sensitive topics, but she in Australia, she's thinking either go to Panama or Mexico. So I don't know what you can provide on that.
So just to clarify, people are asking how long different countries are going to ask about the vaccinations.
Yes, like forced vaccinations, mandatory. And if they, yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay, so straight up what they keep giving me is they're saying walking into the hornet's nest and being stung repeatedly. I don't see anything changing in terms of the mandated vaccinations before spring, for sure. They keep telling me 2 to 5 years. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to demand vaccines for the next 2 to 5 years. I think they're talking more from when the vaccine started to when we're into our new normal and basically given choice again, start to finish, 2 to 5 years. There would have to be some huge changes over the next year for this hornet's nest and stampede that I'm seeing and angry outbursts that I'm hearing to calm down. So It is not a pleasant energy to be in. I physically want to close my eyes and shut my ears. So what that indicates to me is it's going to be a minimum of 6 months. A minimum of 6 months before anywhere lightens up on this.
So will more people? Sorry, I didn't hear the last thing that you said.
She said a minimum of 6 months before anything lightens up on this.
Thank you. So, Brandy, within this next 6 months, will there be more people waking up to how horrendous the vaccine will be doing to our health? And will there be more people opposing it, and that lead to each country sort of changing their mind and not demand asking their citizens mandating the vaccine?
Great question. No. The answer that I'm getting is no, that they will. The reason that it will be backed off in terms of mandatory vaccine is that the hope or plan is that they would have stuck enough people with needles that they figured they got enough. So it's not like a bunch of people argued against it and won. And so governments changed their minds. It's more like they figured they got about 70 to 80%. So toss up is pretty good. So okay. Does that make sense?
So
Do you see us having a large die off from the jabs?
Can you say it one more time?
Do you see us having a large die off from the jabs?
A large die-off from the death?
From the jabs?
Is that what I think?
From the
from the jab.
pokes?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to be careful with my words so I don't lose my channel.
Yeah, no, fair. I'm just trying to make sure I understand the question so I can respond appropriately. No.
Thank God.
No. If the question is there more complications getting it compared to not? Currently, no, there's more complications if you don't. Does that help answer it fairly? Yeah. What I can say, if it's okay in this space, is because I've been doing personal readings and I greatly appreciate this community, so thank you. I know most people are worried. Either side of this vaccine, they're worried. In my readings and in my personal life, I try very hard to stay neutral. But what I can say is you have a right to make your own choice and to do your own research on what works for you. When it comes to each person and the governments for where everybody lives, I do not get a say on that, but I can feel the energies and I know it's heavy. So for each individual, as much as you can on a daily basis, please find something that helps you feel calm, because that will greatly help no matter what situation you're in. I know it sounds hokey, but it is needed because everybody picks up on each other's energies. And that's how we get through things, is by staying together and being as positive as we can. So I'm sorry for taking a second to say that.
No, I think that's great. Great advice.
But yeah. Moving from that part, was there any other questions that you guys had for today's bit?
So I sort of know the answer for this one, but not sure people still asking about, is Trump going to come back and be the president? People keep on asking that.
I'm sorry, if somebody will come back to be president?
Yeah, will Trump,
no.
do you see Trump coming back
Oh,
as president?
oh dear God. Oh, sorry. Do I see him trying? Yes. Oh yeah. Do I see him winning? No. Not with energies right now. No, my answer would be no. Fair. So I should probably take a second to explain. When I say something like current energies, I'm talking about like the next 6 months, year, because things can change. So, you know, if there is another election period and he is running, we could revisit the question. But current energies, yes, I see that man going again. Do I see him winning? Not with the way things are, no.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we really appreciate you. I think this has been, it's really interesting to see like how your guides talk to you and the information that they give. And we appreciate you for sure. SL, do you have any other questions? I know we're running a little bit over time here.
No, this is very generous information that my group and your group really appreciate your coming on here, even though that we have a lot of technical difficulty, and people are like saying that this show is very difficult to watch. But the reason I'm introducing Brandy to community because the information that came through is very different from other psychics and astrologer in this space. The way her spirit guide provide prediction is very descriptive, and then they provide date and sometimes price, and they have nailed all three. So I don't collaborate with anyone or everyone. So I try to bring people of quality into this space. So if people are struggling watching the show, just be patient. The information is good enough for you to sit back and just be patient.
Yeah. And if not, move along.
Yes. I cannot wait to have you back next week,
Yeah.
Brandy.
Yeah, we're just really appreciate all of you guys that are here supporting us on these channels, and appreciate Brandy and SL for joining us today. So we will catch you guys next time on the show. Take care. Have a great day.